two things that led to this document. One is a document the bishops put out 2 years ago called Married Love and the Gift of Life, which was an educational resource to help explain to engaged and married couples why the church teaches what it does about procreation and contraception. And even while we were working on that document, people were telling us the other teaching that's really misunderstood is sort of the other side of the coin of what about the church's concerns about some ways of having children that don't really conform to the dignity of marriage, the dignity of the human person, in vitro fertilization, and ultimately maybe even human cloning, which some people want to do. So we resolved there to try to prepare a companion piece on this. The other forcing event is the enormous public debate there's been about embryonic stem cell research, which has made a lot of people realize that this in vitro fertilization industry is out there and that we have hundreds of thousands of frozen embryos in those clinics that nobody knows what to do with because of how this fertility industry operates. And it's raised a lot of questions among Catholics and others about how we got there, and is this really the right way or a good way for children to come into the world. There are two big differences between embryonic stem cell research and adult stem cell research. One is that to get embryonic stem cells, you have to destroy, to kill, a living human embryo to get those cells. The other major difference is that it's all in the adult stem cell field, which has no moral problem connected with it, that the new treatments and clinical trials have been coming forward to treat diseases that were previously incurable. People have had diseases reversed like juvenile diabetes, multiple sclerosis, lupus. There are now clinical trials in treating spinal cord injury and so on. And it's a very exciting field, but it's all with the sorts of stem cells that come from our own bodies that can be obtained without harming anyone. And they're really going forward much more quickly than the embryonic stem cells turn out to have a lot of practical as well as moral problems.